Infant sleep is so fascinating to me because it's so magical to see that development in babies over those first 2 years of life. Sleep is not only incredibly important to a baby's growth and development, but sleep is also important for a baby's mood, how a baby is going to learn during the day, and how a baby is going to behave during the day.
The worst thing about 2 under 2 is having 2 under 2. You're covered in bodily fluids and you're not sure what stain came from which child. So we got married on a Friday, and on Sunday evening we found out we were pregnant with our first child.
Our first reaction was like, whoa, like life just got real fast. Number 2 was a really different ballgame for us. It just doubles all of the work, but the amount of laughter and joy and beautiful moments you get also doubles, and so it makes up for how difficult it can be and how tiring it can be at times. Probably one of my biggest anxieties when I got pregnant was worrying about how I was going to function with less sleep.
The hard part about, sleep with a baby is that, you're awake in the middle of the night and you're trying to put your child to bed while trying to stay awake yourself. It's a miracle that we've made it this far.
We got the Nanit camera system because my sister-in-law used it with my nephew and I thought it was cool, and it became kind of a huge part of how we got sleep because it has so many features that allow us to feel more comfortable at night and even during daytime with naps. The amount of information that I started to learn about my baby and my baby's sleep through Nanit became so crucial in helping me gear my children towards learning better sleep habits and sleep through the night.
Nanit was the first baby monitor on the market to use computer vision and artificial intelligence to analyze infant sleep, breathing, height, and developmental milestones in that crib space. We were the first camera to be mounted safely in a bird's eye position above the baby's crib so that we can get this gorgeous view into that crib space so the parents are able to see very, very clearly exactly what their infants are doing. Then overnight, the camera will analyze all of the data that it collected and give the parents a beautiful report in the morning so that the parents can see when the baby fell asleep, how long they slept for, their sleep efficiency, how many times they woke up, and you can really see trends in infant sleep. Nanit works with universities and institutions around the world who are either using Nanit cameras or using Nanit data in their research. We can conduct sleep research at a scale that has never been possible before.
In our lab, we have studied probably thousands of hours of data about infant sleep. That has taught us a lot about the role of sleep and how sleep impacts learning, and then also how learning new motor skills impacts baby sleep. We work with Nanit because historically it has been a real challenge to study sleep in infants. Once parents have consented to participate in our research, we can actually look at video of infants in the crib overnight. What are babies' movements? When do they wake up? And how are disruptions to their sleep related to the timing of when they learn to crawl or when they learn to walk? We have found that the movements that the babies are doing when they wake up in the middle of the night are actually related to the skills that they're learning. So we think that babies might actually be practicing their new skills in their sleep. I think our work will be interesting and helpful to parents because it offers an explanation for why sometimes babies have bad nights of sleep.
The research team works very closely with the product team so that our research findings can really help inform the app, whereby we can be translating that research and be communicating that research out to families almost instantaneously.
Having access to technology around our baby's sleep has helped us be more independent and allowed us to stay on the go and outside of the home.
Parenting for millennia has been instinct. Your grandparents did this, and so your parents did this, and so now you're gonna do it. And with our generation and future generations, we're gonna be parenting with instinct, but instinct that's powered by information.